The Morning Majority on 630. WMAL.
7:07 on the Morning Majority. Brian Wilson is here. Brian Neiman is here. His teeth looking real nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I am in hour number 3 of my 5-hour energy drink, and I feel great.
Yeah, it shows.
You're on like uppers and antidepressants, it seems like. I mean,
you should have taken 2.5 hours of that. And myself, Mary Catherine Ham, on nothing but non-caffeinated peppermint tea. That's
There you
right.
go. Well, that's very soothing. How do you do that?
We have with us Representative Louie Gohmert of Texas. How's it going, Representative?
Well, I don't have any peppermint tea, but I'm doing okay.
Well, that might ruin your cred as a good conservative. Got to drink something stronger than that. So you have put forth a bill in the House, and you snagged American Jobs Act, the name that Obama has branded his Jobs Act. It hadn't gotten to the Hill yet when you named your bill.
Listen,
Tell me how that.
Mary Catherine, he's been running around the country for a week. He comes up here on the Hill, 16, 17 times. Pass this bill now. Pass this bill now. Pass this right away.
I had noticed that.
And there was no bill. And then he finally goes to the the Rose Garden and said, "I've got this bill right here." We had no bill. And we had been calling and emailing, where do we find a copy? We want the bill.
He wanted you to meet him at the Rose Garden, and you missed the message.
I guess so. Well, of course, I'm the guy 3 years ago that came up with the idea of a tax holiday. I explained it to Obama in January of 2009. He liked the idea, but he'd preferred to squander, $500 million here with Solyndra and just throwing money away. Obviously, that stimulus didn't do anything. I wanted to see the bill that we had to pass right away. He spends a week running around the country saying, pass this bill now. Oh, and somebody, gosh, the arrogance, somebody yells out, hey, we love you, and he yells back, well, if you love me, you'll help me pass this bill. What bill? There was no bill. We kept I finally did get a copy and spent all Monday night, at least till about 5 a.m. going through it. And if you guys love the FCC, you're going to love it has nothing to do with jobs, really, but the new creation of the Public Safety Broadband Corporation, because so many are going to broadband. I listen to you guys sometimes through the Internet.
God bless you.
Well, don't have the car radio. You can't get it very well.
Completely understand.
Yeah. So anyway, but this will control the broadband. And, I mean, there's agreement. Both sides of the aisle pretty well agreed. Both houses, we'll sell some more broadband spectrum, and that'll make a little bit of money. But then he throws this stuff in here. And then you go to the back. This guy talks about we're going to get after the profits of big oil. You go to page 151 through 154. And he probably doesn't know, but 95% of all the wells, oil and gas drilled in the land in the continental United States are done by independent oil. He kills independent oil, just destroys it. And what does that do? It'll end up creating more profit for big oil company like BP. Why does he like BP? Even though he had to get after them eventually, they were about to publicly endorsed the crap and trade bill. So anyway, after hearing over and over pass this jobs bill, I thought, what would create jobs? I've heard Donald Trump say, well, the best thing to do would put a 25% tariff on everything we buy from China. That'd start a trade war we would lose. What would be a better bill? Eliminate the 35% tariff on all American company-made goods. That's the 35% corporate tax, most insidious tax in America. It makes people think, oh, we don't pay it. Some big greedy corporation pays it. So you eliminate the 35% tariff on our goods, and that's what my 2-page bill does. It drops the 35% tariff or corporate tax to 0. Our goods would be competitive anywhere in the world. Jobs would flock back to America. We'd get manufacturing jobs back. Unions should be thrilled. They'd have lots more jobs. That's a real jobs bill, and that's a 2-page bill. And when we found out even yesterday at noon there was no American Jobs Act here, so he's telling people get American Jobs Act passed. None was filed. He's been running around for a week. I gave them an American Jobs Act that will create jobs.
On a practical note, can Democrats just claim the same name, or is it like off limits? I don't know what the parliamentary rule is.
We were we're checking on that, and we're in an area where we don't find a lot of precedent. So I'm really not sure. But if people want a Real Jobs Act, it's finally been filed.
But don't you think, Congressman, that really the only thing the president wants is a fight? He just wants to say, as you said yesterday when he's out there campaigning, hey, if you love me, help me pass this bill, that he just wants to be out there as trying to do something. And the Republicans, the meanies in Congress, are stopping him from doing that.
Yeah, well, if he really loved the country, he would explain to them, oh, yeah, and if you like Fannie and Freddie, you're going to love the new American Infrastructure Financing Authority created in my bill. Got a chapter in his bill. It's sure not in mine. If he loved the country, he'd explain the disaster that's in that 155 pages that he's proposing. So, yeah, he may want to do that politically, but if he really cares, he'd explain the kind of trash he's got in his bill that will really damage America more.
So, Congressman, I'm from Texas. I know you're from Texas, and I know what you're doing. You're being sort of, as we would say in Texas, you're just being sort of ornery. You
wait a minute.
No. I mean that only in the kindest way.
Being more ornery, somebody that's condemning us for not passing a bill that he hasn't bothered to file, or somebody that said, there's no bill, okay, let me provide a bill.
Well, I mean,
being practical, I would say he's being ornery.
I'm not criticizing him because I wear my
really,
orneriness
Brian,
as a badge of honor.
The president himself is not being ornery. Whoever's putting all that nasty stuff in his teleprompter is the one.
Well, okay, fair enough. But, I mean, I'm not criticizing because I think being ornery sometimes is a very good thing. But, you've scarfed up this name, and now the president say, They won't pass my bill. They won't even let me have the name of my bill. I mean, are you opening yourself up for a little criticism there?
I think we're opening ourselves up to getting people to read the baloney that he's got in his 155 pages. He goes out to America and he sees a cheering crowd. I go out to America and I go to the most rural aspects of my areas of my district, and I see people hurting. So I don't think I'm the guy being ornery. I think I'm the guy trying to help people get their jobs, get oil and gas prices down. So I can't feel too bad about it.
No, you should embrace your orneriness. It's a good thing.
Well, he's out there on his bus tour, on his Darth Vader bus, trying to be the evil emperor, telling people if somebody has more than you, you need to be jealous and you need to hate them. And, it's the evil emperor saying, yes, good, feel the hate surge through your veins. Yes, embrace the aggressivity. Yes.
The Darth Vader bus that was built, by the way, in Canada.
Canada, that's right.
Well, they are evil up there. We know that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Congressman Gohmert, great to have you on the show as always.
Good to talk to you guys.
Come back anytime.
Louie Gohmert.
Enjoy your show. Thank you.
A Republican from Texas here with the Morning Majority.